All right, you guys, so I need some help from my fellow period havers. So there's been this new study that now Tampax, as y'all know, is like the leading brand of tampons. Like majority of the people who use tampons use Tampax. Has found that they have like arsenic and like what is it? Lead in their tampons, and you obviously shouldn't put that up in your private area. So it's like, okay, cool, so just don't use Tampax pearls, no problem. But it's like, what do people do when they don't use tampons? So it's like, I have a really heavy flow, so tampons really is what makes my period livable. Like, I hate those 5 days that I'm on my period, but tampons is really the only thing that makes it livable. I can go out and, and I don't have to worry about always having to find a bathroom every 5 seconds. Like, then people in the comment section of that video are like, oh, we'll just get menstrual cups. So if you get a menstrual cup, right, and it's time to change it and you're at work, how do you change it? So you pull it out? Like, how do you rinse it out? Like, how do you clean it out? Because if you're in a stall, so the person, I was just reading the comment, the person was like, so do y'all go into the bathroom, pull y'all pants down, you sit down on the toilet, pull out the menstrual cup, dump it out in the toilet, then proceed, your pants are still down, proceed to walk out of the stall, rinse it out, and then go back in? Like, that's not logical. So it's like, tampons are really the only easiest thing to do, because, that little part that you insert it in, that part gets thrown in the trash. And all the female bathrooms have that little trash can in there for your pads and stuff. And then that part, the cotton part, when it's time to change, it just goes right into the toilet and it gets flushed. It's just convenient. Like, conveniency during a worst time of your life every month is what's needed. And then it's like, okay, cool, we'll just get organic tampons, right? Then this person was like, yeah, but the organic tampons were found to have the same stuff, if not worse, toxins in them. So it's like, okay, cool, so tampons are out of the question. So then it's like, we'll just use pads. Because I'm reading all the comments of this. Like, I was scrolling for a good minute. And I just wear pads. And then people are like, well, pads are made by Always, and Always and Tampax are kind of together, so they probably have the same toxins in them either. So don't use pads. Use organic pads, okay? But organic places are found to have more lead in them and stuff than the leading brands. So pads are also out of the question. So what am I supposed to do on my period? Just walk around and bleeding up all my underwear, or bleeding up the entire house? Like, it's not making sense. But it's like, okay, use diapers. Diapers are expensive, and like I said, I bleed a lot. First off, anybody who has a period, who wants to sit around all day and just sit in your period blood? That can't be healthy either. It can't be. And it's like, diapers are expensive, probably. I don't know, I've never bought diapers. Well, I did for one of my surgeries, but it's like I didn't even end up using all of them. So it's like, okay, cool. Then they say, well, just get period panties, right? So it's like, I live in an apartment, which not as many newer apartments aren't really, this isn't really the case anymore. But in the older apartments, there is no such thing as a washer and dryer in my apartment. So it's like, we go to the laundromat every other week. So we just went this week, so we're not going to go next week. We'll go the following week. So it's like, what am I going to do with all those nasty, blood-stained period panties? Just put them in the laundry with all my other stuff, and then it's like, oh, we'll just wash it out in the sink. Who wants to wash it out in the sink? My own period blood? I don't like touching my own period blood. I know it's my body and it's not disgusting, but it's disgusting to me. I don't care what anybody says. Period blood is disgusting to me. The smell of it, all of it is disgusting. And like I said, I just always feel dirty on my cycle. I do. And sitting in my period blood all day, I don't care if it can last up to 12 hours in the period panties, it's not going to make me feel any better either. And then people are saying, well, as soon as I stopped wearing pads and tampons and I started using period panties, my period got lighter and my cramps got less, which that kind of does sound, it sounds nice. I'm not going to lie. But it's like, is that the same for everybody? I don't think so. So I don't know. Like I said, honestly, y'all, I'm asking for help. So what do you do? If you're a person that does not use pads or tampons, what do you do in my predicament? I don't have just a washer machine to just throw it in there whenever I go and please. I'm not going to go to the laundromat on my period week all the time either, because I usually don't feel good. So it's like, I'm a big person of conveniency. I want it to be convenient. So it's like, I feel like period panties are not convenient. And it's like, what are the disposable diapers? They gotta be Okay, you're going to tell me that disposable diapers or disposable period panties, they don't have the same kind of stuff that pads have in them? I feel like this day and age, you're screwed no matter what you do, especially when you're a female. They want to get rid of abortions, right? But they don't want to do anything to help with periods. They want to, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to do anything to help with, you know, childcare and all that stuff. Like, this society is really messed up right now. But it's like, granted, no, now that I know that they have all these toxins in them, I don't want to use it, because, you know, it's like, obviously my dad passed away from cancer, and I've always, you know, had a fear that that's going to happen to me too. Obviously my biggest fear is death, and I don't want to die, but it's like, obviously I don't want to get cancer, especially from using something that is supposed to help me on my period. So now you're telling me that the thing that everybody is using, like tampons were made so, you know, you don't have to change your pad all the time, which you still should, but they're made so it's convenient. So, you know, and they're like, people in the comments were like, why would you even think a tampon's a good thing? It's literally stopping your flow. And I'm like, I don't think it's stopping your flow. I think it's just soaking it up so you don't have to use the bathroom every 5 seconds. Because, like, if you're a heavy bleeder, and there are some individuals who bleed like 2 pints a day, like, what are they supposed to do? Like, honestly, y'all, I'm just asking for some help. I really am. I'm asking for some advice from some period users. Give me some brands down below. You know what I'm saying? Some organic brands, which obviously is going to cost more money. But it's like, if that's what keeps me healthy and keeps me living here longer, because, like, I don't want to get some kind of cervical cancer because I'm on my period and I'm using the products that I've always used. So it's like, what do you guys use? And what period panties are best? And what do you do if you don't have a washer and dryer in your house? Because I was looking at period panties. I really was. I was looking at them, doing some research, but I'm like, I don't have a washer and dryer in my house. So it's like, what do I do? You know, and a period cup to me is just not convenient. I mean, granted, what, they can stay in for like 12 hours, but not for every individual's. The tampons say on there that they can stay in for 4 to 6 hours. I sometimes only get like 2. So it's like, it's not for every individual. Every female has their own flow. Every individual, I shouldn't say female, every individual has their own flow, and every individual has like different cramps and stuff. So just because it says on the box it's gonna last for 11 hours, but will it really? Like, what if I decide to go on a road trip? How am I supposed to change this menstrual cup? Which I don't even know if I want to ever do that. Put a cup up there. So it's like, what's the difference? You're either putting a cup or you're putting something else. Hold on, y'all. Alright, you guys, so I got cut off. My grandma called. I'm just, honestly, I just want to know, like, what do you guys do? And they say that you shouldn't put stuff up in your private area or whatever. So it's like, why would you put a cup up there or a disc? Like, what is the difference? You know, obviously it may not have all those materials or those toxins that you know so far, because they may, just because they, you know, they're passed by, you know, the FDA or blah blah, does not mean anything. You know, like I say, you may come out 10 years later and find out that menstrual cups aren't good. I just feel like it's one of them issues where you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. But yeah, so it's like, let me know some brands down below of period underwear or organic stuff that's actually good for you, because it's kind of ironic how organic is like at least $5 to $10 more, and they have the same toxins in them. So it's like, why? I might as well just get the cheaper brand, which is Tampax. And like, I've been using tampons since I was like 14 years old. I've been using Tampax tampons, and I've been using Always since I had my first period at 9. So it's like, this is all I know. You know, I just want some advice, and yeah, I just feel like a better way to do this is to get a YouTube video to get all different kinds of perspectives and stuff, because, you know, there are some people who are more knowledgeable than me. Like I've always said, I love learning and I love finding out new stuff, and that's why I love doing YouTube videos, because you can reach a whole variety of different people. So yeah, and y'all, if you don't know about my period is 5 days. It's heavy for the first 3 days, and cramping is really, really bad. So I'm just curious, you guys. I really do want to know, because I would like to not use them, even though I'm mad now. I got so many pads and tampons. That's the thing. I have so many extra pads and tampons. It is what it is. But yeah, let me know some brands down below. or just give me advice as to what you do on your cycle to avoid, you know, all these extra toxins that they're trying to put in our body and trying to kill us. You willingly are selling this stuff because you think they're gonna stop making Tampax pearls? No. Now that they know this information, they're still going to make them. They're still going to put them on the shelf. So if that doesn't say anything to you, then I don't know what to tell you.